Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I hope you're ready because we are officially decorating for Christmas. Now this is my favorite time of year, and I honestly wanted to do this video ever since I started my channel, but I really wanted to post other content and really establish the identity of my channel first before I posted something like this. And I mean, we're kind of still doing that, but I think enough time has passed. Before I start decorating though, I do need to make one minor adjustment in the living room, specifically between the TV console and the window. For the reveal, I ended up putting the artwork that we had up in the guest room there, and for the video it was fine, but I really want to put something else there because the more I looked at it, it just didn't seem right. And I don't want to do too much to that space. It doesn't need much, but without anything there, like there's nothing to connect the two spaces. There just seems like a hard disconnect. So I think right now we are just gonna do a gallery wall for the space. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. And then at some point in the video, I hope to take you with us to the Christkindl market nearby. Me and Pat love this little holiday tradition where we go every year and just find a new ornament to add to the tree. So I figured since we're already going, why not take you guys too? And I'm sure I'm being a tad bit ambitious here, but I would love to fit at least one Christmas DIY into this video. And I'm thinking probably either making like an ornament out of air dry clay or painting Christmas houses. I'm trying to keep it real easy because I'm trying to give myself a chance to start and finish a project before this comes out, but we'll see. So now that you guys are caught up on the plan, I can't waste any more time. Y'all, it's mid-November and I haven't even started on any of this. And if I have any chance of getting this video out before Christmas, I need to get started right now. With the frames that we have, this is the layout that I felt like would be best for the gallery wall. I've been collecting all kinds of frames over the past few months, either from like Home Goods, at home, thrift store, and I just wanted to get a mix of different frames just to make it a little bit more interesting. I got this frame, this arched frame. I think I thrifted it. Y'all, this is so pretty. I just knew I had to have it. I'm honestly just gonna leave it as is. The artwork, I don't love it, I don't hate it. I don't love it, I don't hate it. But honestly, the frame is just so pretty that I don't even care what's in the frame. And then since we have florals in this frame, I'm gonna also leave this one alone just so it balances out. The gallery wall is pretty much just gonna be pictures that we took aside from those two. And what's a gallery wall without a picture of your grandma? Call your grandma today. This is your reminder. I'm honestly not surprised it took me this long to finally do a gallery wall. Just deciding what photos to use and then finding the right mix of frames took way longer than expected. I really wanted to be intentional with it and make sure it actually made sense for our home, instead of just throwing something random together. When I was picking out frames, my main goal was to bring more warmth into the space and really complement the accent wall. That's why I went with a mix of wood tones, darker browns, and some black frames. They ground everything and tie in really well with the rest of the room. But I also didn't want it to feel too heavy or flat, so I mixed in the beautiful arch frame and a couple gold frames to add a little contrast and interest. I love how the different finishes play off of each other and leans into that modern organic vibe I was going for. We're really happy with this, and I'm so glad I took my time with it. For today's video, we'll only be focusing on our main living space. If we do a Christmas video next year, I'd love to include decorating more spaces, like for sure the game room, the kitchen, my office, and our bedroom. But right now, this is the only space that feels even close to being done, so I wanted to focus all of my time here. One of my favorite things about the main floor of the house are the banisters, so I always like to start adding garlands to those first. For some reason, the one garland just doesn't seem like enough on the stairs. I tried adding some stems to fill it out, but eventually just decided that adding a second garland was just the way to go. I never like how big normal size ornaments look on these. So here I have a little collection of mini ornaments that I like to use instead. Okay, the next spot that I'll be decorating is here. If y'all know what this is called, please let me know. But not exactly sure what to do here in general. So I usually just put like florals here and like maybe a picture or whatever, some decor thing. But for Christmas, I like to do fake snow, a few trees, and then some stars hanging from the top here. Before I started filming, I asked you guys over on Instagram if any of you had any questions for me, and then I'll answer them on camera while I decorate. And I did get a couple questions, so let's do that now. I honestly wasn't expecting anybody to submit any questions just because I'm still new to YouTube and content creation, and this community is still pretty small. So I would just wanted to say, if you submitted a question, thank you so much. Okay, first one. How has being a homeowner changed how you celebrate the holiday season? I just decorate a lot more now. Now that we have a lot more space, I feel like there's so many other ways that I can decorate now. In our apartment, we were just so limited on space, what we could do. And just having more space is such a game changer. Our apartment was pretty small, so decor was limited, but now we're in a spot where I literally can have a Christmas tree on every floor of the home. Like, we have 3 Christmas trees. Do I need 3 Christmas trees? Absolutely not, but it's nice having them. So yeah, being more intentional about the decor we bring into the home. I want to host more, and we really worked so hard to get this space and to live this life, so we really do want to go all out now that we have the opportunity to, so that plays a part in it too. Next question is, what's a Christmas tradition you look forward to having with your baby? So in my intro, I mentioned we love going to the Christkindl market every year. The tradition that we're gonna start with her this year that I have been looking forward to is we get an ornament every year from Christkindl Market. So I thought it would be a cool idea whether we get ornaments from there or wherever. It doesn't have to be from there. Kennedy will collect the ornament every year, and then whenever it's time for her to move out, she can take all of those ornaments that she collected over the years, and then that way she'll have a piece of home with her wherever she goes. And I just think that would be very special. So super excited about starting that tradition. And then We also like going to the local Christmas tree lightings every year. We go to 3 Christmas tree lightings, parades and lightings every year. And y'all, it is so fun. It's such an experience every time we go. And we just can't wait to bring her along with us. Favorite Christmas decor? I would say the Christmas tree as well as the ornaments. To me, the tree just feels like the heart of Christmas, but the ornaments are where the personality and the memories live. Each ornament tells a story, so when we take time to make and curate meaningful ornaments, it really does make the tree even more special. And I usually put this little reindeer here too. I used this one as an ornament last year, but it's gonna go back over here. Got these for our baby shower last year. We had a winter wonderland theme, and I thought that we could just use them for just regular Christmas decor, and I just really like the idea of having them in this front window. We don't usually have the curtains open in the winter, but with having them behind the curtains, we get the full impact of the lights. It'll be so cool at night. Man, if you feel really confident about something, do it on camera and see how confident you really feel.
Right.
Like, because we thought of 3 different better ways to do this. This is so pretty, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that this, okay, maybe, maybe not that. Maybe not that setting. Okay, but like this one really makes the room seem cozy, y'all. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is the window up here. I have like a little display thing that I like to do up there every year. Last year, I did paint some like wooden Christmas houses from Michaels, and I feel like I definitely did not do a good job. It needs another coat, but I've grown to like them, I think. So I have this one house, don't mind storm in the background, and then these 2, which at some point I'll go back in and put another coat on, but for now I think just putting them up in the window, they look really good. And then I have a variety of the little bottle brush trees, and then I have this little guy. One of his little antlers is broke, but I honestly don't care. He's gonna go up in the middle of the window. I just have nowhere else to put him, and I just feel like that's the perfect spot. I was hoping to take you guys to the Christkindl market with us, but after getting quite a few inches of snow, I'm not sure we'll be able to go before this video comes out. So when we were supposed to go, I ended up customizing some ceramic Christmas houses instead. To do this, I'm not doing anything special. I just grabbed a small can of Rust-Oleum primer to give me a good base, and then used whatever paint I had lying around. I still have a lot of the Sherwin-Williams basil left, so I used that, but for the other houses, I just used some craft acrylic paint I already had. And these houses looked a little boring with just a coat of paint on, so I had fun getting carried away with adding all the little details. All I'm gonna say is, if you don't like the color palette I picked, that's fair. But also, I think the bigger problem we need to address here are the holes in the doors. I think the color of the houses are the least of our concerns, y'all. Okay, cute. I feel like it's a little darker than what it initially was, but that's fine. I still really like this one. And then we have our green one and went ahead and did this kind of, I don't know what color this is, maybe a cocoa. And then whatever this color is, I don't know if I'll keep this color or try to modify it. I don't know. I'll figure this one out. I'm gonna see if I can add some color to the windows and the door. And then if I don't like it, I'm just gonna paint over it. So it looks like we got a non-Christmas related question. So what inspired you to start sharing your woodworking and DIY ideas with everyone? It really started right when we moved here, and I was looking for a sofa table to go behind our sectional. I couldn't find one, so instead I decided that I was just gonna go out, get a handsaw. I already had a drill, picked up some wood from Menards, and just made 2 sofa tables that we still use today. After that, it kind of just inspired me like to just keep trying different builds, and just, it was something about woodworking that I couldn't let go of. From that point, I got the thought, hey, what if I started a YouTube channel? And I honestly didn't take myself seriously because I'm very shy. I don't talk a lot on camera. So the idea of starting my channel was crazy at the time, but I kept thinking about the idea of doing it so much to the point where it annoyed me, and the only thing left to do was to actually start my channel. I'm still not comfortable speaking on camera, and it's pretty nerve-wracking to try all of these projects for the first time on camera. But I hope I can just inspire people to try new things, new projects, even if you know you're gonna be bad at it, or you know you have no experience in doing it. And don't be scared to make mistakes, because you'll never get better if you don't make mistakes. Embrace the mistakes, because you won't learn unless you make them. So yeah, I guess without rambling, that's pretty much my answer. It just really feels like I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'm glad because I'm honestly having a blast. So yeah. Next project you're excited to work on. My best friend asked me to build her a coffee table that will have drawers. So I'm excited to tackle that. And we decided that we're gonna add floor to ceiling bookshelves along one of the walls in our game room to optimize a lot of the storage. I need to work on the half bathroom on the main level of our home. I've been having a hard time trying to find a design for that, so stay tuned. And really need to get my office / hobby room together. I spend a lot of time in that room. That's where I work from home. That's where I do all of my crafty projects. So if I can figure out how to put that room together and make it really functional for me, that would be ideal. All right, so the last few questions are quick ones, so let's just go ahead and knock those out now. Would you redo a past project? Yes, I am already in the middle of remaking another vertical chessboard for a friend, and then I need to remake our sofa tables that I mentioned before. I'm actually looking forward to comparing my first woodworking project to where I am now, so stay on the lookout for that. Favorite comfort food? Chili. I could eat chili every day. I could eat chili in the summer. It does not matter. My favorite chili was my granny's chili growing up. Second best chili is my father-in-law's chili. Don't tell him I said that though. What motivates you to keep creating? I just want to keep getting better at my craft. I just really want to see how far I could take just my woodworking journey. So just the idea of that keeps me going, and just project to project, when I get that final vision in my head and I know exactly how I want something to look and I get excited about it, I have to see it through. So pretty much that's really what keeps me going. Any new projects you want to try? I want to try bending plywood or curving plywood. I feel like that would be really fun. That's it for the Q&A. Thank y'all for submitting some questions. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much, and I hope you got to learn a little bit about me. I don't share that kind of stuff in my normal videos, but it was nice to do that here. And now that I have nothing more to yap about, let's finish out the decorations. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. This time of year always reminds me to slow down and really appreciate the season of life I'm in. I'm so incredibly grateful for this beautiful life, this home, this creative outlet, and especially to the people who care enough to watch and share these moments with me. Wherever you are and whatever the season looks like for you, I hope it's meaningful and full in the ways that matter to you most. Wishing you all Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family. See you soon.